All right, recording. Welcome, leaders. We are thrilled to have you here on this beautiful morning in this amazing season. We are so blessed, and we wanted a minute to just communicate some things with you and get your input on some things. So we're mostly going to be talking about today how to utilize these 3-day experiences. Emily's been doing such a good job like creating consistency on these, and what we're seeing is that the people that are, they kind of take a minute for people to catch on to, like, really what to expect and how to utilize them. But the ones that have been utilizing them well are like utilizing them well, and they're beneficial. And so we've been discussing like really how to make the most of these, and so we want to give you the plan, the upcoming plan for these, and how we're going to make improvements and ask for your participation more and get everyone more involved and just make this like really bring out the potential that we have here for everyone. So Emily's going to be talking about that. I would like to talk to you about a couple things as well. If you didn't already catch my success meetup yesterday or the recording I posted, I titled it, I shared it in the Wellness Warriors. It's called Magic Message for Income Opportunity. There's just a real quick little video that goes with it, and then to give you like the story behind it, how that transpired, to this message that we came up with up at the Bear Lake retreat, and what we've been using that people are getting a huge response to. It's been really exciting. And so we've just practiced that and fine-tuned it a little bit, and we've got a really great follow-up system all the way through. You know, what to use when someone says no and how to segue them into the 3-day experience instead. And so we're basically, the concept is we want to encourage you to lead with the opportunity and slide down the mountain. That's where we as a team started Plexus and created our big momentum, and we've kind of fallen away from that. And I want to encourage you to when we start with the max, like all the blessings that Plexus has to offer. We got a photo bomber here. Then we slide down the mountain. That's much more successful, and it creates much faster growth and momentum, and it's just awesome. So I really want to encourage you, if you haven't already watched it, everything you need should be right there. I think I've included all the video links, all of the, anything that you need to utilize there. I feel like that's a really, really good system that if we can get on board with and get our teams on board with, we naturally lead with that and then segue into the 3-day experience. As soon as someone signs up, no matter how they sign up, we put them in the 3-day experience, and we're really utilizing that to the max, especially now that we have these amazing 3-day trial packs that people are just gobbling up when we're putting it out there. Then it's going to be awesome. So that's kind of mostly what I wanted to cover, but I did want to see, some of you may already know, I think a lot of you already know, my assistant Erin that I've been working with for about 6 months now, who's been my right hand and Erin's on here. She's been such a godsend. She's really helped me get my business in order and created a very great system for follow-up. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Dog knocked Joya over. Anyways, so Erin up at the Bear Lake retreat, she came as a guest, and she, just to kind of help and hang out and have fun. And everyone loved on her so much. And I just think it helped her see the vision so much bigger. And so exciting, she's decided she wants to be a Plexus ambassador. And that girl, I'll tell you what, I cannot keep up with her. All these three-way messages she's started with me, probably at least 12 in the past 48 hours. And she's got me hopping, and I'm so excited for her. But that also means that I eventually, I'm sure will be needing another assistant. And Lori, sweetheart, reached out to me, and so did Lacey, and they kind of got me thinking. So I talked to Emily, and we were just wondering, I know a lot of you have expressed like you would be willing to do more, help more with leadership opportunities and things like that. If we had, what I'm curious is if I made a list of all the things that Erin has been doing, if we can, like, who would be interested in taking an assignment? And if we just divvied those up, we could get everyone more involved. It wouldn't be anything that's required by any means, but if you're willing and wanting to do something to help, then that would be awesome. So just let me know if you're willing to take an assignment, which might look like posting the toppers, or finding someone to do a leadership live once a week, or what else does she do? She does a bunch of stuff, I guess, but I could make a list, and then we could say, like, here's some of the things that we could be dividing up and giving you guys more opportunities to help, and it would be amazing. So let me know if that's something that you would like to do. And now I think I'm ready for you, Em. So if you're ready, it looks like you're parked. So take it away.
Ready. Thank you for switching that around. So you guys, I'm really, really excited about these challenge packs because they're such a good deal. They get to test so much more than just the slim. And I think as I've been trying to do these 3-day challenges, it's been, I think, 3 months now that I've done 2 a month. And they've been really slow, not a lot of activity, but it hasn't even mattered that there hasn't been a lot of activity. Because what I've noticed is that I've been putting people in, and I've been encouraging my newbies to put people in. And they don't know any different. They're just like, they were in there, and then they're like, oh, sure, I'll throw a girlfriend in. And I'll notice that even sometimes if I don't say anything to them about it, I'll notice that they're like adding people in. And so I think after listening to the Monday Motivation this Monday night with Brooke, if you haven't listened to that, absolutely, like, I need to run that through my head 10 times. Just the section where she's talking about how she utilized, but it was really exciting and inspiring to me to hear her say, November 4 years ago, I was a silver. And in April, I was an emerald. And she did it with 3-day challenges. Of course, as we're reaching out, you try and close the deal first, the sale. But if they're not ready, then we throw them into a 3-day challenge. Or if they join, then we throw them into a 3-day challenge. And no matter who they are, whether they're joining or not, encourage them. And you can listen to the verbiage she uses to think of some friends to do the challenge with them. And now that we have these challenge packs that are so affordable, I think it'll just be that much easier to get people in and testing. So, all right. So this is the plan. So I have a calendar made up, where is best for me to share that, Whitney?
Well, I'll post this recording in Leaders 101 and our Dream Team thread.
Okay.
So
I was wondering if I could even put it in the file section of the 3-day challenge group.
Oh.
Because everybody's in there, and then we just know. So I have a calendar made up. They're basically every other week. I know that a lot of people have been confused because they're not sure when they are. They're mostly every other week, but sometimes we have a month that has that 5th week, and so the schedule gets shifted a little bit. But now that we have a calendar, everybody knows, and I'm just excited to be able to start promoting them and encouraging people to be there. Because like I said, I don't even think it's the amount of people or engagement we have in there that makes it successful. It's just the consistency of knowing that they're there and how easy it is to duplicate for someone brand new who knows nothing. Super easy for them to duplicate and help them go silver. So we have the schedule through March, and Whitney and I were talking about prizes. There's been some discussion on the jewel groups about prizes. Not everybody, we have jewels in there who are running these super successfully with no prizes at all. I like the idea of something small. So we were thinking if we did like just a set incentive where if someone joins with 100 PV, either customer order or a welcome pack, by a certain deadline, like 48 hours after it ends, that they get $20 off their order. And that will be the responsibility of the person signing them, which could also be split among their upline. I know that Whitney and I are always willing to throw in 5 or 10 or whatever that, split those incentives as you offer. So the reason we wanted to do this call is to get everyone on the same page. So as we teach our teams and promote these, they know what to expect with that. So that's an incentive that we'll offer that we're willing to help split down the line with you. If we have somebody who doesn't want to pay that themselves. And then we thought we would do just one other prize, something $15, $20 range. So we have one giveaway prize and then just an incentive for everyone. And so where we're doing them twice a month, that giveaway prize is not a huge burden on anyone to try and come up with. I know in the past we've asked for people to pitch in, and I know people are willing, but it's not always easy to collect. So I know we've had some struggle with that before. So Whitney, do you want to still ask people to do that, or do you want to just take turns with me? I can do one and you can do one once a month.
I would love that if we could just trade off every other challenge.
Okay. So I think the key for these is just the consistency. We know where they are. Every other week we have one. And so I've been using Emily's system since I started this, and I've loved it. So I still try and do IPA every day, but I do my reach outs about plexus in 1 week. So I do massive reach outs 1 week. And then the next week with the goal of getting people either signed or in the 3-day challenge. And then the week of the challenge, I spend my time relationship building and focusing on those people that I have in that challenge. Because what I found is that when I was trying to reach out, still I wasn't engaging the people in the challenge. And they're not successful if you're not engaging them. And so not tagging them in every post because they hate that, but messaging them and saying, hey, did you see this post on this? Or how are you feeling? What are you thinking? Like my focus the weeks of the challenge has been, whether I have 3 people in there or 10 people in there, making sure that I'm in really good communication with them, because I want to close the deal on that 3rd day, not after the challenge is over, but that 3rd day, I want that deal closed. And then the next week, I'm back to focusing on massive reach outs to just get as many people into the next challenge as I can, or joined if they'll join first. Of course, we want them to join first. So that's the system. It's super simple. And I feel like if we all can just get on board with knowing that this is the system we're going to duplicate and doing it consistently, that we'll really see a difference with our team members. Because with the few that I've signed, they're bringing people on, they're adding people into the challenge. So that's all. Did I miss anything, Whitney?
No, I love it.
Okay.
I think it's going to make all the difference, like knowing ahead of time. You guys, you're going to know, 3 months in advance where, when is the next challenge. We probably will have like some type of IPA on Wellness Warriors the week before, encouraging people how to invite. But if we can just get people in that rhythm and get everyone in that rhythm, and Emily's so right. When you plug a new ambassador into that and you just let them know this is what we do, you just go invite your friends, then they don't overthink it and they realize that they have something very duplicatable there that inspires people and it's easy to use. And soon it will turn into a well-oiled machine where we're going to start to see more participation on there, more new ambassadors on there. And so I love it. We just, I'm so grateful Emily's been so consistent with it and she's been doing that for us. We just haven't been utilizing it well. And I know I've heard from several that like it's hard because we don't really know when they're coming. And then, 2 days before, I'm frantically trying to add people. So that's not fun. So we're going to fix that. Stacy, I saw your comment. What the point is that we're trying to do something that's the same every time. So everyone always knows what to expect. We can't always count on Plexus having a discount, but we can always do a $20 off split between uplines, whoever's willing. You know, not to say you guys are required to do that, but just throw it out there. Hey, are you willing to pitch in $5 or whatever? So
well, I will say if they've got a Renew combo, if that's the combo they want, then I don't think you need to reimburse them $20 on top of that. So we're just going to promote that there's a $20 off coupon. If they use that Renew coupon, you're off the hook. And if they don't have one, or they want to do a different combo, oh, never mind. They're not looking at me. I was like, am I parked in the wrong place? If someone wants a different combo, it's a better fit for their needs, then we can honor that $20. I just think it's not a big deal. And if we teach our teams, like, this is how it works, is we offer $20 off if they don't use that coupon. And like I said, if we got somebody who doesn't feel like they can do that, then the uplines can help pitch in. I mean, they're making $25 on a business building bonus, and in November and December, they're making $15 in points. I wish they do that all the time.
That's cute. Okay, guys. So yeah, I mean, we've got an incredible tool here. If we all can just like be on the same page with it and utilize it better, then I know we're all going to see a lot of benefit from it. So
definitely, because we haven't even had a ton of participation. Like, a lot of times I'll do those challenges and I've got like 2 people commenting is all the whole week. But you know what? It hasn't even mattered.
And they turn into solid ambassadors. So that makes it
because they have the information, they're learning, they're understanding, and they're like, oh, this is easy. I can put a friend in here. I don't have to know everything. So it doesn't even matter. Like, if you guys take advantage of them or you don't take advantage of them, they're there and they're working. So it's a tool for you guys to use. So I hope they help. I want everyone to use them and take advantage, but we don't need huge participation for them to be successful.
No.
In duplication.
I agree. Okay, does anyone have any questions? I think we're done. If not, you can unmute yourself if you do. We'll give it a second. Carol does.
I just had to find the unmute button. I was just typing in there. Emily, do we have a video of Emily Gibson's? She said she's following her guidelines. Do we have,
like when I referred to her doing a week on, a week off?
Yeah.
I don't remember where I heard that. I heard it in one of her YouTubes. I mean, she has a million. I have no idea which one it is. But she basically spends a week promoting the events, and then she spends a week engaging the people in the event, and a week in promoting the event, a week engaging in the event. And for me, because I feel like once you do so many reach outs, I almost get burnt out and I just shut off, and I don't want to talk to anyone about, like, I don't want to send more Plexus messages. It's like my brain needs a break from it. But also, if I keep sending that I'm not engaging, it gets too much to try and follow up with the people that I've already talked to. So for me, it's been super, super effective for me to keep, like, it's helped me engage the people in the group better. And then the next week, I'm like ready to send messages again. All right, let's do this again. So it's just like, it works better for my brain. And I mean, obviously not everybody works that way, so you can figure out how to work it. But I just thought, like, if that works for her, it makes sense, because I'll do a bunch of reach outs and then I'm so burnt out and I don't do reach outs again for a month, and I'm not engaging the people that I've talked to or following up. So it's just been like a way for my brain to shift gears and do things in clumps instead of trying to do everything all the time.
So a week of sending messages and can't think of the word. I want to say selling, but trying to get people to go to the 3-day event, and then a week of just engaging the event. That would work for me too.
Yes. It's amazing to me how much things have shifted in my mind, and I'm more able to, like, be fully focused and present on what my goal is. So the 1 week, the goal is to get people in the challenge or join if they'll join first. The next week, it's just to get those people that are in the challenge signed up. And so I don't know.
No, I
It's
like
like
it.
blocking,
I like it.
you know?
We have some of these 3-day challenges. I can go in and watch one of them just to see what is like. Is it product based? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
So the group is called 3-Day Experience, Healthier and Happier with Plexus, a 3-Day experience or something like that.
I've seen it.
I
Yeah.
delete the posts. We use the same group every time. I delete all the posts the week after and we start fresh. I've
Is it
left
still up or is
testimonials
it cleared
in there.
already?
Huh?
Is it up or is it cleared already?
It's cleared already, but you know what? There's some old groups that we could probably add you into an old one because we used to make a new group every time.
Yeah.
So
And
if you want, I can find an old one or two and add it.
I'm more concerned because
I think I might just start doing them the same. Unless people, I mean, we've talked about having people volunteer to just lead it because I follow the same basic format every time, but I'm finding new and different. So we cover the same information, but I try and make them a little different. I think I'm going to stop trying to make them different and just do the exact same thing so it's easy. But if any of you guys want to turn doing it, like Kate and Nicole took over last week and did it, they did an amazing job. And it was like a different face and a different spin. And so if you guys want that opportunity, I'm more than happy to just throw it in your lap and let you run with it.
And I think
let you volunteer.
And I think the key to that is to not overthink it, because that's what we tend to do and why we get stuck is really we've got how many testimonials at our disposal, and testimonials speak the loudest on there. You know what I mean? And just mixing it up. Testimonials is really the key on there, but the basic information is so basic.
Yeah,
you know?
It's totally basic. And it's the same. It's like a welcome post, what to expect. Here's what the Slim is about. Here's what the Triplex is about. Here's a couple testimonials. Here's maybe we feature a couple of other products. And then these are some welcome packs. This is how you get started. And then a couple more testimonials and we close it out. Like it's all super, super basic information that everybody here knows. So.
Okay,
and
I have
love
a question.
Oh, sorry, Tava. Go ahead.
I just wondered, like with these new 3-day challenge packs, they have, and it looks like they have instructions like take this, then now do this for lunch. Do that. Are we gonna do anything that kind of coordinates with that, or how are we gonna incorporate that into the challenge?
So I'm waiting to hear, because corporate is supposed to have an actual 3-day challenge with posts and graphics all put together for us by Friday. So I've been waiting to see what they have. And I'll either use it, or I have one that another Jewel has been using with these exact 4 products that she's got all the posts leveled out. So I'll use one of those too, but it will definitely be focused around those 4 products that are in the challenge pack.
Perfect. Okay.
With a tiny maybe mention of the triplex, because that Renew combo, the welcome pack has those 4 products plus the triplex. So, yeah.
Carol, would you be able to, we don't necessarily have to they don't have to get a 3-day trial pack to benefit from these. So
no,
all of the things, do you feel like you could utilize this with your guests, adding them?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear the name. That's what I'm trying to wrap my head around, because we don't have MetaBurn, we don't have Active, we don't have the triplex. That's why I want to go see another one, but I know that those will probably be the ones. The only thing we have really is the Slim and Lean, but it's the testimonials. I want to make it work.
Yeah.
But
Carol, I have an idea for you. And I mean, I would love to have you in there, but I know it's probably hard when we're promoting things that no one can get. So
well, they can get them, but there's no packs. And that's the problem. We can't start an ambassador and say, oh, you can order this and this here, but there you can order that there. So there's no welcome packs. That's the problem.
What if we helped you put together a challenge with the products that you do have and you ran your own? Do you have a couple? Because here's the thing. I've been doing this for 3 months now, and I've had basically no one in there engaged, and they've still been super successful. So what if you grabbed a couple of your team members in Canada and said, you know what, we're going to do this. We're going to duplicate exactly what they're doing in the US, but we're going to do it geared around what we can get in Canada. And you start your own group and just start. And it might start really slow, but for me, it's basically been me in there for the last few months and a couple other people here and there, but it's still working because my new people see it and they're like, oh, I could do this. This is easy. And so what if you just started your own, like they're not a lot of work to run, especially if you run the same post every single time.
Well, we just did one of those 30-minute, the Facebook, what are they called? I can't think of it. You know what I'm talking about, health and happiness thing. We just did one, and that's what got Alicia to silver. She got a bunch of people started.
Yeah.
I invited everybody on my team, and only she really engaged in it. Everybody wanted to do it, but nobody invited anybody, right?
Yep.
And I'm sure you probably find that same thing, right?
Well, if you just committed to doing this system for yourself, whether anybody else participated or not, I think eventually if you keep saying it to new people, you're going to get your team on board and they're going to start utilizing it. So why don't I help you come up with 12 posts for whatever products?
I probably have the post from that other event.
Yeah.
Like I probably had that event and just you say I should do it over 3 days and just make sure everybody orders a 3-day sample of Slim kind of thing.
And the beauty of it, Carol, is that since it's a group, you can pre-schedule the posts. And so if you had like 2 that you could rotate between, literally like save, copy, paste, and just pre-schedule them, it would be so easy for you to have these pre-scheduled.
Yeah.
Whitney, I just want to butt in one quick question. I wonder if corporate isn't putting together something for Canada and Australia. They are really pushing us to do this global stuff. I wonder if you pose the question to somebody.
They have sent us stuff. They have sent us stuff. It's a 3-day sample of Slim Hunger Control. That's
no, I understand, but we're doing a 3-day challenge that they are super promoting right now, and if
that's their Canadian version is a 3-day sample of Slim. That's it.
Okay, but we've been running these 3-day challenges for years with only Slim. That's the only thing they've sampled. And so I think you can do them super successfully that way.
I don't have a problem with it. I'm just telling Gigi, they don't have one of those cute packages in Canada. They're basically, it's a sampling of 3-day sample of Slim. Because we've never had a 3-day sample of anything in our back office. Now we have a 3-day sample of Slim. And that's kind of what they're pushing it on. I don't mind running my own. I wouldn't mind it at all. Give me some focus on something to do kind of thing. So yeah, no, like I said, I have that 30-minute one that I did. I just switch it. I think it's 10 posts, right? But I would probably switch it up and add take some and put some
Carol, will you just send me what you can get in your back office, like with your welcome packs, and I'll help you put one together. I actually have to run because I'm late. I have an appointment, so I'm going to hang up. But send me that and I'll help you put one together. They're super easy.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Emily.
Okay. Thank you, Emily. You're sweet.
Welcome.
You're amazing. What a blessing. Okay, awesome. All right. Any other questions? I saw iPhone question. Who's on the iPhone? Is that Kate? I'm not sure who that is. Renee? I don't know who it is.
I was just going to say something that I learned from one of those trainings. I don't know if Brooke said the same thing on Monday, but what they do to really engage people in their 3-day events is make sure they go back and message them. They tag them in their posts, right? But tell your people to go back and message them saying, hey, I tagged you in this post. What did you think about that? Like engage with them in Messenger, not just on the post. And I noticed that helped me in the last 3-day event.
Oh, for sure. It makes all the difference in the world, because the thing is, you can add 15 people to one of these events, and if you don't engage with them, nothing's going to come of it. But you could add 2 people to the event and engage with them throughout the 3 days, and they will both sign up. I guarantee it's night and day. And you don't want to tag them in every single post, but maybe tag them once a day and then text them and be like, oh my gosh, did you just see Natalie's testimonial? Can you believe that? Just whatever, it makes all the difference. So learning to utilize them, that's what we're talking about, because they're there and they're awesome, but if we're not using them well, it doesn't make a difference. So
I got an idea.
Ooh.
Because you guys are willing to help me. Why don't I run the Canadian events for anybody on the team, and we can promote it on Wellness Warriors and the information page the way you promote the other ones? We'll just promote a Canadian one too.
That would be so incredible.
As I was waiting to say that, I saw Lacey said something, but I thought, why don't I run the Canadian ones? And then you guys, and if I have US ones, I'll put them in yours, because I do have some US people interested, but majority Canadians, obviously. And then I'll just run the Canadian ones, and I will be the Canadian version of Emily. I mean, I'm not that cool, but you know.
You are that cool. You absolutely are.
Yeah, and if you can help me make sure I have like really engaging good posts, that would be really helpful. And I could somehow recycle some of your testimonials over to my site. That would be awesome.
Everything you need, more than what you need, is already there. You just
I have
need
a feeling,
to put it
yeah.
together and then just duplicate it and make it really simple. Pre-schedules, so easy.
Okay.
Don't overthink it. That's the key.
I know. That made me excited. I just got that idea. It made me excited.
I'm glad you're excited. We want this to be incredible for you too, Carol. And we know you're a pioneer, and we know that, you know, big things are coming. It's exciting. So that's awesome. All right, girls. Well, we're headed out of town, so I'm going to go in case anyone has any last minute, like super important questions. Nope. All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll be doing this more regularly. I know we need better communication, so we're making that a priority for sure. I love you guys. I'm so grateful for you.
Sorry, real fast.
No
Am
problem.
I doing that thing today? I just barely remembered that.
Leaders Live? Today?
Thursdays.
Thursday.
Well, we didn't have it for,
I don't know what I'm doing, but
Okay.
Is it today, or should I start next week?
Next week. I wanted to start that stuff next week, but I guess we probably should figure that out.
All right, we'll do next week.
All right, girls. Okay, have a great day. Love you all.
Bye.
Bye.